2025 was a huge year for India's apex court. The Supreme Court delivered judgments that reshaped law, governance, rights, and even how we celebrate festivals. The Supreme Court ruled that neither the President nor state governors can be forced to clear bills within fixed deadlines. Judicial review can only happen after a bill becomes law, not before. This ruling followed queries from President Draupadi Murmu after a two-judge bench's verdict in Tamil Nadu governor case had effectively imposed a deadline for clearing bills passed by state legislatures. In a unique public interest ruling, the court said stray dogs must be removed from schools, hospitals, and transport hubs and sent to shelters. They must be sterilized and relocated, not harmed. The ruling drew ire from the public, while some defended the ruling, citing violent and fatal attacks on the children. But as things stand, with the court's clarifications, the public remains divided. After years of a strict ban due to pollution, the court permitted green firecrackers in Delhi and nearby cities, but only during specific hours around Diwali. The bench permitted green crackers from October 18th to 21 after years of a blanket prohibition that was often violated. Diwali fell on October 20th and the court restricted fireworks to specific hours. And now, with the pollution levels reaching an all-time high and hazardous conditions prevailing in the national capital, it is to be wondered why such a step was taken. The court acquitted Surender Kohli, domestic help, once called the monster of Nithari, after the notorious Nithari serial killings. This ruling closed nearly 2-decade-old case, clearing both Kohli and his employer, businessman Muninder Singh, of all criminal charges related to Nithari killings that occurred between 2005 and 2006 in Noida. The bench cited weak evidence and procedural lapses. In the brutal Kannagi Murugesan case in Tamil Nadu, the Supreme Court upheld convictions, sending a clear message: honor killings will not be tolerated. Court said dishonor killings must be met with strict punishments, upholding the conviction of 11 individuals for brutal murder of a young couple in Tamil Nadu in July 2003. The court paused key parts of Waqf Amendment Act, including new donor criteria and official powers, saying they could lead to arbitrary exercises of authority. The Waqf Amendment Act was used as a major political ploy by the government, a majorly discussed subject even in the parliament, an issue that the centre and opposition locked horns over multiple times. Key provisions of the centre's Waqf law included donors to be practicing Muslim for 5 years and the nomination of non-Muslims to federal and state Waqf boards. Another halted provision gave district collectors sweeping powers to determine whether a property qualifies as a Waqf, which the court said would violate the separation of powers. Fresh law graduates cannot directly sit for judicial service exams anymore. The Supreme Court said at least 3 years of legal practice is essential. The Chief Justice said appointing fresh graduates had created several challenges, as highlighted by multiple high courts, and emphasized that practical courtroom experience is essential to ensure judicial efficiency and competence. The Supreme Court in December stayed its own order from last November that accepted a uniform definition of the Aravalli Hills and the ranges, and banned grant of fresh mining leases inside its area spanning Delhi, Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat until experts' reports are out. The top court ordered the formation of a high-powered committee comprising domain experts to undertake an exhaustive and holistic examination of the issue. Differing definitions of Aravalli Hills and Aravalli ranges across Delhi, Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat resulted in regulatory gaps and instances of illegal mining. In a judgment delivered in November, the court accepted the operational definition recommended by the Committee of the Ministry of Environment in context of mining. As per the accepted definition, Aravalli Hills refers to any landform in designated districts with a minimum elevation of 100 meters. While accepting the definition, the court had also directed the union government to prepare a comprehensive management plan for sustainable mining before permitting any new mining activity. But what followed was a massive public ire and uproar, as critics alleged this could open vast stretches of fragile mountains ecosystem to mining. The Supreme Court had stayed a Delhi High Court order suspending ex-BJP MLA Kuldeep Singh Senger's life term for the rape of a woman, then a minor, mind you, in Uttar Pradesh's Unnao in 2017. The court acknowledged a responsibility to the survivor and issued notice to the ex-Bharatiya Janata Party leader based on a plea by the Central Bureau of Investigation, the leading investigation and prosecution agency, challenging the High Court order. Senger was given 4 weeks to respond. The court noted that there is no question of compromised personal liberty. Kuldeep Singh Senger remains in jail for now, serving a concurrent sentence over custodial death of the woman's father. 2025 Supreme Court rulings touched everything from public safety and the environment to careers and constitutional law. Which one do you think will impact the India most? This is Yasharth for NDTV.